if you're playing in a higher level, the margin of error will be very less. So you need to be very focused and very disciplined with your bowling, the line which you bowl, the length which you bowl, understand the batsman's strength and weaknesses. That really matters once you go in to play in a higher level.
This time the pull shot, and there's a man in the deep, but such is the power and the quality of Abhishek Sharma that it runs away for 4 more. Well, this is an exhibition, batting of the very highest quality. 2 young IPL stars are putting Nepal to the sword.
Both the batters picking the bowler and picking those gaps nicely. If it's full, they're going for drive. If it's short, they're going for cut and pull. And they know exactly where are the fielders.
And right now they're dealing in boundaries. 8 already. Inside 5 overs. How do you gain that consistency as a seam bowler? What do you work on in training?
You need to work on your basics. The more and more you practice with purpose, that makes huge difference in the cricketer's career. So most of the time when you go for practice, you need to have some plan. Today, what I'm going to do here, end of the session, you should be satisfied.
Oh, glorious. Very special. Young Sai Sudarshan, a boundary to round out the 5th. It's 47 for none.
Oh.
Well, it's known as the greatest rivalry in sport, not just cricket. India versus Pakistan, it gets its latest chapter. The 2 A sides come up against each other in 2 days' time here from this very stadium. It's a day-night contest too, so mark that down in your calendar and your smartphone. 2 o'clock start, Sri Lankan time here, as we are set for yet another classic in the chapter between these 2 teams. The experience and international quality of the Pakistan A team versus the excitement and dynamism of this young Indian A side. It's going to be a match for the ages. If India close out this victory, it'll be a top of the table clash.
Beautiful shot from Sai Sudarshan. They know the pace, what pace bowler is bowling, and the gaps. They know exactly where are the gaps, and not trying to hit too hard. They're just trying to time the ball. Till now they have scored 9 boundaries out of 49 runs. 9 boundaries. So Nepal bowling unit has to understand they have to cut down those boundaries. Try to bowl in good areas. Stick to your basics. Let the batter do mistake here. So both the batters have got a very good start now. It will be very difficult for them to stop this both the batters.
50 comes up with the elegant cover drive. Should be a couple. There's also just maybe a few nerves for Nepal. They know this is a big game for their country. Broadcast on Star Sports all around the world, and right now they're just being outclassed.
I think they misread the wicket. They should have bowled first. It will be much easier to bat in the second innings. Till now we haven't seen any swing or turn. Maybe once the deuce comes in, it will be much easier for a batter to bat in this wicket. So I felt they misread the wicket.
They also picked a spinner less than I thought they might have with Surya Tamang, the left arm spinner. He turns it sharply. It reminds me a little bit of someone like Abhishek Sharma or Manav Suthar. As you can see, no turn now, mix up. The throw's gone to the right end, but it's off target, and they're going to get the single in almost farcical circumstances. Instead of it being the first wicket, it's a run for an overthrow. End of the 6th, 53 for none. Not going to get this over, I don't think. Well, so nearly a moment of drama the previous over. As this felt to me like it was a definite run-out chance, a mix-up between Sudarshan and Abhishek. Could this have been the first wicket?
Sai Sudarshan was very eager to take those runs and keeper couldn't collect the ball properly. Otherwise, if you would have collect the ball nicely, so there was a chance for a run out. Abhishek Sharma was thinking we were getting easily runs here with the boundaries, there's no need to take those risky singles.
I think credit to Asif Sheikh for getting the glove off quickly, and if he'd collected it first time, definite run-out chance on offer. But instead, nothing's going Nepal's way right now. These two left-handers are making it look so easy out there.
Both the batters are very clear with their plans and their approach. They're not trying to do something extra here. They're just playing with the basics. If balls are there to punish, they're punishing. If not, they're taking singles and looking for those loose deliveries to score runs.
Yeah, already 9 boundaries, would you believe? These two left-handers, as we said, both of that IPL experience. They are really crisp ball strikers. You see in this package that the lines, the lengths from Nepal's bowlers have been off the money. The quality of the ball striking in response has been the thing that stood out to me. So impressive. Back live with you now, and this one's carted away. And carted away for 4 more. Thuds into the rope just as we're showing you the best of the stroke play. More comes, the 10th boundary inside 7 overs. This continues, this game's going to end in a hurry.
The way both the batters are batting, especially Sai Sudarshan, if you see, out of these 10 boundaries, I didn't see any good ball where the batsmen are punished. So Nepal bowlers are trying to do a bit more where they could have kept it simple. Sometimes as a bowler, if you try to do more, you'll end up giving more runs. That's what is happening with the Nepal bowlers.
Oh, very special. That's a sumptuous stroke through the leg side. Sumptuous, Sai Sudarshan.
They've been getting it every part of the ground. So there is something wrong with the bowling plan, or they're not sticking to the basics. Definitely, Indian coaching staff will be very happy the way things are going. First, they did really well with the ball. Now both the openers are playing really well.
Another mix-up, and the throw comes in from backward point, but can't affect the direct hit. Gets us to the end of the 7th over. India are 63 for none.
Well, these two India A openers looking to make short work of that target that Nepal have set of 168. This is what happened in the last over. Two cracking boundaries by Sai Sudarshan. And again, when you look at those two boundaries, you look at the length that the bowler was bowling at. One was a little full and was driven. Before that, one hit away through the offsides, but was a little shorter. So I think the Nepal bowlers have struggled to find the right length against these two. Pushed through quicker by Pawan Saraf. It's giving something to think about to Abhishek Sharma.
Solid defense on that occasion from Abhishek Sharma. Right underneath the eyes.
Persisting with the fielder at first slip now. Suddenly you get a feeling that the game's just been completely taken away by the India A openers. Just because of the rate at which they've scored these runs. We're in the 8th over, 63 already on the board. The moment that target comes down to double digits, Nepal would say even if they turn off the surface, there's not much you can do about it.
Because these two openers have got off to a good start, they've been solid and they've been aggressive too. As far as Nepal is concerned, they're doing the right thing. They're looking for a wicket here, they've got to slip in place. They need wickets here now. If at all they have to put any kind of pressure whatsoever on India A. But again, the relative experience between these two sides is too huge. The difference at least between the two sides. End of the over, 64 for Nullahs, India A.
Scoring at 8 runs per over, while the required run rate is under 2.5. Previous over sent down by Kishore. A couple of cracking boundaries struck by Sai Sudarshan. Now he starts off a new over with a wide, does Kishore.
As a top order batter, you need to be able to play shots all around the wicket. That's exactly what Sai Sudarshan does there. He gets nicely on top of the bounce, and that one was not from middle and leg. It was played from the off stump. Goes to show, if you err slightly in line and length, these two batters are going to really take full toll of it.
Down leg, easy pickings. Fine legs up, 4 more. Really, the radar was completely off. And the fine leg fielder is inside the 30-yard circle, so there's no protection in the deep once you get it fine.
Shuffling across there, right across the stumps. All he had to do was just nudge it, get some bat on it, because there was a fielder at 45 and it was really a gift. Kishore started off with a wide. One would have thought he was let off lightly. And the second ball, he provides another opportunity.
Punched away in the gap. You could hear the sound of the leather meeting the willow. And beautifully struck for 4 more.
Not the easiest of shots to play. The back foot punch with such precision and timing. Done nicely. Just the hands coming into play. Pick the length on the line. No lateral movement. And the hands working at the right time.
Beautiful batting. That's the 6th boundary for Abhishek Sharma in this innings. Sai Sudarshan has struck 7. He's at the non-striker's end.
Sweeper out there, he'll pick up a single. The very idea of coming round the wicket to a left-hander is to try and cramp him up for room. It's important not to stray onto the legs. What Kishore has done is that he's bowled not only on the leg side, he's bowled short of length as well. That was a cracker. That was creamed with ease.
Striking the ball very well, Abhishek.
That's the kind of line you need to bowl. And that's the basic objective of a right-arm seamer coming from round the wicket and bowling to the left-hander. Instead of spraying all over the place, because he's letting go of the natural advantage he has if he bowls from over the wickets to angle the ball away and induce a nick. But if he's looking to cramp the batters for room, he's got to get the line spot on.
Especially with both fine leg and third man up inside that 30-yard circle. So the two boundary riders are a square on either side.
The thing is, the lengths have been so variable. They've played shots or pushed the ball. There's never been an occasion where they have forced it different.
Absolutely, deep square and a fielder back at deep point. Two fielders square on the boundary rope. Dot ball to end the over. 9 gone. 74 without loss.
If nothing happens next over, can we have the last 3 balls quick? For spinner, don't bother. You've not that time.
Abhishek Sharma's batted at brisk clip, 27 deliveries only for his 36. The floodlights have finally come on, but before they gather intensity, I think the steam's been taken out of the fight back from Nepal because of the way with which the India A side have gone about the task.
Abhishek Sharma has been accused of being casual, and one can see that he's focusing really hard here, concentrating hard as well.
Set in the air, but wide the fielder. Seemed to have come off the splice of the bat rather than the bang center, which is why he wasn't able to keep it down.
He was reaching out for the ball, nicely tossed up. In fact, he was deceived a trifle, and a little bit of revolutions on the ball as well, and that's the reason it was in the air and absolutely in no control at all was Abhishek Sharma.
There haven't been too many false shots.
Yes, it's important to bowl steady lines, good lines here. Doesn't matter how well you are batting. If the line is good, length is decent, then the batters have to play out dot balls. The more number of dot balls, the more pressure you build on the batter. Especially if he's been used to getting easy boundaries prior to that.
And remember, we're in the power play, so there are only 2 boundary riders that you can take outside the 30-yard circle. And therefore, a little bit of width. Once you get it past the infield, albeit it's a long boundary, you'll still get runs.
Makes it look so easy, doesn't he? With the way he bats, Abhishek Sharma. It seemed like he had all the time in the world to go back and play that ball.
Languid elegance. Ooh, turn there and bounce. The power play has come to an end. 10 overs gone. 76 without loss. Right, the second phase begins now from over number 11 till the 40th over. Nepal can have 4 boundary riders.
I'm sure they'll have all the 4, because if you look at how India A started, this 76 without loss of 10 overs, and that's an indication of how good this pitch has been. In fact, I was talking to Saharaj Bhosle, the bowling coach of the India A side, and he reckoned that these pitches here in Colombo have been extraordinarily good. Good tracks, conducive for batting. Of course, what do you expect from a bowler?
Rajvanshi, who's come on to bowl now. Starts off with a loose, now gets away with it because of the additional protection of the boundary rope. Now, he picked up 3 wickets against the Pakistani side a few days ago. But this is what happened on the last delivery of the previous over. Turn and bounce.
Look at the amount of bounce there as well. Making it look so easy. He's not really looking to play shots here. He's looking to bat as long as he can. And it's good strategy, because the longer you play, the more you tend to gain experience.
Played it late, knew what he wanted to do, gets a single. I think the idea was to beat that fielder at deep backward point and run it to the fence for 4. Fuller and straighter this time from Lalit Rajvanshi.
Bowling much quicker through the air. He's not going to get any deviation whatsoever. You've got to try and bowl at the right speed, even for a spinner, if you have to make the ball deviate off the surface.
The runs have come so easily before he's come on the ball. I think the first task for him is to try and dry up that flow of boundaries. He's given away 4 in this over, 11 gone, 80 without loss.
A young brigade.
The Arsenal manufacturing the power
With belief.
Gerald looks very stylish.
Will look to redefine the age-old rivalry. A new chapter unfolds in this saga of the greatest rivalry. Watch India A versus Pakistan A in the ACC Men's Emerging Teams Asia Cup, 19th July at 2 p.m.
For India A, Sai Sudarshan and Abhishek Sharma getting India off to a solid start. 80 on the scoreboard, trying to chase down that 168 that Nepal put up on the scoreboard. Straight to the fielder. They'll still get the single thanks to the fumble. Now 13 boundaries, WB, in that power play, the first 10 overs.
Yeah, these Nepali bowlers were spraying a lot, bowling on both sides of the wicket, and both these batters unleashing a wide array of shots. Backline, just in a single here. That was over the top from Abhishek Sharma. That was played with disdain, that full shot, and this was exquisite.
Brilliant batting by the two left-handers. 6 boundaries for Abhishek Sharma, 7 boundaries for Sai Sudarshan. Both of them complementing each other. This is what happened on the last ball. Again, there's bounce that may rattle the batsman more than just the turn.
The bounce is only obtained when you bowl from the top and then impart a lot of spin with your index finger. If you impart a lot of side spin, then the bounce is not going to be available from the surface. There's an example for you.
Yes, absolutely. You're talking about the release points for Pawan Saraf.